What is up, guys? This is a Give Me the Keys podcast. I sound like a radio host.
All right, so we're back again for 4 question mark.
I'll call it 3 because the last one was. This is 3.
Episode 3. So here we're ready to go.
Last one was bloopers.
We had to skip the last episode because it was
awful. It was very dry.
You guys didn't want to hear it. We didn't want to hear it. You didn't want to hear it. We're skipping it.
Yeah, alcohol just makes us talk better, you know? Being sober sucks. Being sober talking, imagine doing that.
Hey, if you're sober, good for you. Props to you. I give you that. But talking on this podcast with us four, we got to get drunk. We got to do it. We have more fun and we talk a lot more.
Has to happen. We've tried it. Has to happen.
So high school. So that was one of the main topics I've written down. You know, it's something, 4 years we spent our adolescence in. So growing up, I didn't party as a high schooler. No alcohol, no parties. I was always the after schools club. Like I was a Star Wars club president.
Chess club.
I was not a chess club. No chess club president. But I was never the partier. What are you guys? Do you guys party? Growing up in like the middle of Kansas, college town.
Oh man, don't even get me started on high school. I was it's weird. So my dad's family, not high drinkers, not, they don't drink a whole lot, mainly alcoholics. Get the cat out of the fucking bag because it's annoying. Sorry, that's my cat. Yeah, just pick up the bag. Scooby, get out of it.
They're both in the bag.
Scooby's in the bag. Shaggy's fucking with it.
Anyways, I was a heavy partier. It's kind of funny though, because I was like varsity sports year round, but I was also like the varsity drinker year round. So yeah, that was kind of my name. I drank and I smoked, but that's where I was at.
See, and that wasn't me until like senior year of high school. We got kicked out of school 2/3 of the way through, like going into our 3rd trimester. We that was right when COVID hit, so like we didn't get prom, we didn't get graduation, we didn't get any of that shit, right? No. So for me, like my party time happened like right at the end of the year. And so we would go out to the lake and we would spend the weekend out there and just fucking get trashed. And it was great, don't get me wrong, but that's all I got. I mean, like it was a good time, it really was. But sometimes I wonder like what it would have been like if I had gotten started earlier. But I gotta say, I'm glad that I didn't. I think I spent my high school years working hard, and like, not to say that you can't work hard and be sober, but like that's how it was for me and for at my school.
Yeah, you can work hard and be sober or not be sober. That was me though. I mean, I worked hard, varsity athlete, got that D1 scholarship, but COVID hit, obviously, like what you were talking about when you started drinking, and I kind of stopped smoking, not drinking. Cheers. But that's kind of where it's at. I don't know. I mean, it's not like the thing, but it kind of keeps the party alive. Like right now, I feel like we're feeling it. We're bougie. Like we can have a conversation. We keep it going. I don't know.
This is the Give Me the Keys podcast. Drinking for us just keeps it going, keeps it moving. We've got shit to talk about. We're able to just have that free flowing communication.
So I was a straight up fucking loser. So I didn't do all the drinking, all the weed smoking you guys do. So after high school, I went straight home and I played video games like a good boy.
Okay, but what kind of video games were you playing?
That's what I was gonna say. What video games?
I used to play Counter-Strike. Dude, that was the most sweaty.
That's old.
Very old. I had a PC back then. dude, fucking just random kids headshots straight up with the fucking op.
Jesus.
That was on your mom's office computer,
That was
wasn't
a very office computer. Yeah. And yeah, she would have to kick me out.
it? That was no gaming PC.
There was no gaming
doubt.
PC,
No
but
doubt.
it could still run it. That's how friendly that game is.
What about you, Manny? Were you a partier?
Mine was weird because in senior, I was at home all the
Young ass kids, bro.
Yeah,
Young
child,
ass
a
kids.
time.
Man, you were
Nah.
fucking. You
Nah,
were fucking.
Manny wasn't
you were,
fucking.
You were slinging that
I wasn't
dick.
fucking. I was the complete opposite.
Rubik's Cube.
Suicidal. There we go.
Well,
They're
I'm glad-
laughing,
Got
but
you.
been there, done that. Or
Been there,
not-
done. It's rough.
I'm
Yeah.
glad he didn't do it, bro.
It's rough.
COVID was hard, especially when it hit your year. I mean, it was hard. You barely in high school, and I don't know if that was it, but
That reminds me of like the elementary school drama we had as kids.
God,
Bro, that was a whole different thing.
that's when okay, I don't know if we're on the same wavelength. I'm just like distracted,
Go ahead.
but like that's when like school shootings kind of became like a big thing. Was when we were all in elementary school. And like no, like lockdown and everything, and fuck the school
Sandy
shooting in Colorado. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sandy
yeah,
Hook
yeah,
and the
Sandy
one in
Hook
Colorado.
yeah.
I can't remember
Columbine?
the name. Columbine. Yeah, that's when like that all really became a thing, and so school lockdowns became like hella big. And
Yeah, I mean, they were exactly the same as tornado drills, even. And it was, I mean, it really was a big deal to be able to know what to do in that situation. And that was something that was never heard of before. And I think that that's something that even now a lot of people have to go through, because school shootings, unfortunately, are just as present as they were, 10 years ago, like they were for us.
well, and the problem with that is half of the school shooters go to that school themselves, so that they know all the drills you take, they know what you do, whatever. And that's the thing. I mean, I remember elementary school, and we had like one of our first lockdowns because there was a weird guy like roaming around the school, like people could see him through the windows. And I was stuck in the bathroom when the lockdown happened, and I didn't know what to do, so I like locked myself in the stall. And it was still dark, so like I didn't know what happened, and I started roaming around the school like freely, like elementary school. You know, like kids, like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, you just don't get it at that point, and that can be something that's really hard.
I saw this meme where the kids were like putting their heads down
Like a tornado.
toward a tornado, and their tornado had a speech bubble, and it says, "The fuck y'all doing?" as if doing that saves them from a fucking tornado.
Real quick, I want to go on a side topic about how they tell you to put your head between your knees while you're on an airplane in case of a crash, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Literally, so you break your neck and you can't sue the airline company, but that's unrelated.
Fair enough.
Fucking airlines. Speaking of airlines, let's talk about submarines.
What a dude.
I was just
Fuck
about to
those
make
rich
that
ass
transition.
people. What a transition.
Only rich people could find out a way to die on the Titanic 111 years after it sank.
What? I don't even understand. I mean, I can't remember the guys' names that went on it. Unfortunately, I know there were 5 of them. I think.
Five.
I'm pretty sure there's 5.
It was like 4 billionaires and one
Teenager.
one kid.
teenager.
Yes, because the dad was like, "You're going on this fucking
No,
summer."
It
Or
was
the
a Father's
kid-
Day gift.
It was a
Yeah.
Father's Day. The
The
kid
kid was,
felt
like-
obligated to go with
He
the
didn't
father.
want to go on, but it was like close to Father's Day, and he was still obligated. Want to go, but he went anyway.
And then he died.
That motherfucker died.
Well, he got squished somehow. He got
Okay,
happened in
exploded.
So I heard that they did a lot of research on this after the fact, but supposedly all of the people that were on that submarine died before they could even comprehend what was happening.
Yeah,
It
which
was
is
that
great.
shit
Way
happened
better.
so fast, and the way that submarine implodes, you have it happens before you can even see it, before you can even comprehend what's going on. And so I suppose like that's probably not a bad way to go out. But imagine that you spend $250,000,
if more,
if not more, to go see the Titanic, and you never even know what happens.
I'd rather die a quick death than spending like 4 days in a small, like probably 10
Oxygen
foot,
slowly running out.
running
They didn't
out.
even have seats.
They didn't even have seats. They had to
They
lay
used
down.
a Logitech
crisscross
controller
applesauce.
to
That
control
bitch.
it.
So the submarine was actually the size of a minivan, but a minivan would be way more comfortable, in my opinion.
It has seats.
It's a minivan.
Let's go, Big Red.
Is a submersible has some minivans that would probably draw a lot of people.
I would be much more comfortable going down in a minivan rather than I am pretty comfortable going down in a minivan.
It's not funny, but the weird
Kinda
thing is that the guy who created the Titanic died in the Titanic, and then the billionaire that created this submarine, who was on that submarine,
He captained.
yeah,
the
he
submarine.
captained it, also died in the submarine. It
Oh,
was
down with
kind
the
of a
boat.
weird chain of events.
On the Titanic.
Shut up. Speaking of,
Titan and Titanic. They go hand in hand.
speaking of, The Simpsons have yet to not predict jack shit about our future. Like they have.
Did they predict the
everything.
Titanic?
They did.
The Titan?
Titanic and the submarine.
They predicted the submarine.
Yes.
Because
No
I read that
way.
they didn't.
No, they did.
I read that they didn't. I saw that the Simpsons were nerfed 10%. So
They didn't.
Off season, just off season for them.
They
The
did-
writers, they got new writers.
They didn't predict the submarine imploding, but they predicted the submarine getting lost, like completely, which I thought was so weird because they predicted like Trump as the presidency, Queen
Yeah, they
Elizabeth
did.
dying, like all this weird shit. and
We all
it's
know
odd.
she was gonna die anyway. But like that's
she was
strange.
old. She was gonna die.
She was gonna die anyway. That reminds me of some middle school drama.
What a beautiful segue, Andy. Go ahead and bring it. Bring it back around.
It's a rough.
Dude, I remember being the fastest kid in my class.
You were the
Did-
fastest kid.
I was the fastest kid. Then a black kid came up, and I was like, "Yeah, you go, you go, boy. You
I
go."
don't believe you were ever the fastest, Andy. I
Why
gotta
would
be
you
honest.
say that?
Because look at those little legs, bro.
And you're kind of a nerd, clearly, through high school. I don't think you were the fastest.
At one point in my life, I was pretty fast.
I
It's like the Flash.
I suppose I could allow myself to believe that. But you know who really was the fastest?
Who?
Harry. Harry was the fastest in his class.
I was. It was this me. It was this me. It was me and this kid. Goddamn cats. It was me and this kid, and we were always so in elementary school. You know how you had to do the mile and the pacer test and the mile run, and you had to. Why? I don't fucking know. Do any of you know why? I think.
Fucking took our lunches away from us.
Bring me back my cinnamon roll that was bigger than my bowl of chili.
Bring me back my chicken nuggets.
Oh, bring me back the Crispitos. What do you mean?
But those were the days. Those were a day pass.
Yeah.
Ever since then, kids had healthy food. Just imagine. But yeah, kids in my class, in my elementary school class, they had like relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriends, and that's like at 10, probably 10 or 9 years old. I never
Did
had,
you?
I know, never had. Never. Had no rizz as a kid. I got no game as a kid.
Manny, did you have any elementary school relationships?
Negative rizz.
Negative riz.
Negative rizz. I still
Harry?
have negative rizz.
I imagine it'd be easier to get a girlfriend in elementary
Absolutely.
school.
All you
At the
gotta
bare
do-
minimum.
All you gotta do is be mean to them.
You're ugly, bitch. And then she's like, ooh, like the Stockholm syndrome. Like,
I didn't have any relationships in elementary school. I had a crush on the same kid for all 5 years of being in elementary school. Never.
what happened?
Never a chance.
What happened with that person?
I mean, we went to the No. Yeah. We went to the same middle school, and then, shit just broke apart. I feel like once you're in middle school, you meet a lot of new people because you come in from different elementary schools.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, like, we met new people, and I dated a few people in middle school. I mean, did anyone else?
What was that like though? What's it like?
I never
dating?
dated. Never dated in middle school.
I mean, not in middle school, no, but in elementary school I did. But I don't want to talk about
I
that.
just holding hands. You were holding hands
Listen,
after
bro,
recess.
we had parents and best friends on our dates in elementary school. But like I said, we're not gonna even get into that.
I had to get my parents' permission to hold a girl's hand.
Yikes.
That's like when the Disney Channel website with all the games on it was like, ask parents' permission before going online.
Exactly. That's how our parents were.
Like Webkins. I fucking loved Webkins.
Bro, don't even get me started on that shit because I had so many Webkins. Okay?
Oh, I had a solid 11.
I don't know how many I had, but I had a lot.
I had a lot of Tropica accounts.
Pop
boy.
Tropica?
Dude, Pop Tropica. I fucking forgot about Pop Tropica.
That was a school, elementary school, library time.
You can still play that now, right?
You still could.
So we actually sat at home the other night and got drunk and played Pop Tropica, and it was fucking great. But let's talk about cool math games, okay?
Bruh, or Mini Clip. Mini Clip or Frizz.
Miniclip had the fucking best games on it.
Bro, okay, Slime Laboratory. Did any of y'all ever or iRobot with the fucking...
I was more of a hill climber guy. I can't lie.
Dude, they took out the Flash games, bro, because fucking...
Yeah.
They want money and the
Shit's
shit. It's insane because that shit used to be free. You just go on the internet using your internet browser. You can take a click on it and you just play games for absolutely free. Now that can't happen anymore. You gotta go to the App Store, wherever.
Download Adobe Flash to play. Fuck you, ho.
No, I can't lie. Our school computers had Adobe Flash, so we got pretty much whatever we wanted. We were supposed to be having computer time, playing fucking flashcards and shit. And no, we'd be on that cool math games, on that mini clip type shit, on that Webkins, on that Pop Tropica, playing whatever we fucking wanted. The teachers are coming around, you just change the tab. You just change the fucking tab.
Okay, I feel like, though, I'm going to say it now. I'm the only person here who's played filler.
What's filler?
I love filler.
Are you
Fuck
serious?
you.
Whoa, what's filler?
Filler. Okay, so it's you get this like box, and you have this, you have your mouse, and you have to like make a bubble as big as like the screen. But there are these other balls bouncing through, and if they hit you, you like die, and you have to start over. So you have to fill the square before the bubbles like hit you while you're filling it. It was weird.
That reminds me of
It's like basically a territory game.
That reminds me of that worm game.
Yeah,
Agario.
Yeah, Worm.io.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. It's the same, but like a much smaller screen. So like you have to like fill the screen while that ball is bouncing around, and if you get hit, then you have to start all over. It's super weird, but it was a hella hit at like our Boys and Girls Club like summer camp. Everyone was playing that shit, and like if you got to a certain level, then you got like a prize from the Boys and Girls Club. It was so funny. It was, yeah.
You got a prize for playing a game.
Summer camp life.
Did you guys do Boys and Girls Club?
No, what is that?
Damn. Okay.
I used to pass by.
It's,
I know what it is, but I've never actually.
It's basically, so there's two, like, they're not different, but it's kind of different during the school year. So like during the school year, it's like an after school club. So if your parents are working and they can't come pick you up after school, you go to the Boys and Girls Club and you like hang out, play games, do like recess, shit like that. And then during the summer, like if your parents are working, then they send you to this Boys and Girls Club summer camp. And you basically do all this stuff like you were at school, minus the like learning. So you like do recess and you go to the pool and you play like prison ball and like all that, like the gym games and capture the flag and stuff like that. It was interesting.
It's just so parents just like
It basically
put their kids in summer school.
Yeah, basically when your parents can't pick you up, you go to Boys and Girls Club.
If the,
Yeah.
parents,
You would have to go
if
to
the parents don't care about you, they put in Boys and Girls Club.
All right.
That's what I'm assuming.
Ouch.
Yikes.
But like, I remember like a teacher talking about sex ed. That was a whole thing during elementary school, and they talk about like, for example, like there was a 6th grader that came in pregnant.
What?
Like during elementary school.
Where did
That's
you
a huge
go?
no.
Where the
That
fuck
was
did you
that
go
was
to-
her. That was her example, but it was to scare us like
Oh.
10-year-old
Oh,
kids,
that
11-year-olds.
Ooh.
That happens. I guess maybe I don't know.
Well, it does. I mean, I've heard of a lot of stories where, unfortunately, kids have gotten raped and stuck with that child. And it's weird because obviously you need to get your period before you can get pregnant. But some
Yeah.
kids do get that early on, and they stuck with that child. I think the youngest girl to get pregnant, I think, is 10. Yeah. No, it's ridiculous and it's sad. Because obviously some shit was going on if you're getting pregnant at that young age.
Yeah, at 6th grade, you're typically 11 or 12.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. So it's fucked up. And I mean, but sex ed classes these days, awful.
The thing is,
Yeah, see?
They
Never
do
been in a sex ed
not
class.
teach you what you need to know to be, I don't want to say an adult, but like, I don't want to say sexually active
To
either.
be
but
safe.
To be safe.
To be
They
safe.
don't teach you. They tell you to put on deodorant in sex ed, and that's it. And then they split you up between boys and girls, which I want to say is also unfair because I think that's universal knowledge that should be known by everyone.
Where's the clit? That's what I want to know.
So I heard you had a girlfriend, and I don't know if you're asking that question, how far it's going to get you in that relationship.
Poor girl. Well, I just want to say, as a 5th and 6th grader, they probably shouldn't
Did they
be
teach
teaching
you
how to
Riz?
fuck.
Did
they
they
don't
teach
you
you
how to
Riz?
fuck.
Andy needs Riz.
I need some Riz bad, bro.
If anyone's got a Riz class, please hit us up through our social medias. Andy gets down at snapchat.com.
Snapchat.com.
Give me the keys one.
www.snapchat.com/Andy gets down.
I don't know.
I had horrible Riz. Elementary school, middle school, high school. Now, I don't know how I got my
That
girl.
sucks. I'm going to
It was just Andy's birthday. How old did you turn, Andy?
I turned 24, bro.
24. And Andy, what percentage of Riz would you say you have?
Ooh, okay, so we're talking. So 0% Riz. That's awful Riz.
Yeah,
That's
let's
bad
go-
Riz. You don't never talk to a girl before.
Let's go around the table, so.
100% Riz. That means like unspoken Riz. That's what I'm assuming. So like you know, a girl just sees you and she knows she wants to fuck. So
So where are you?
I'm probably 30% Riz. Just like, but if I talk, if I manage to speak, I would say 50%. 50% of it. And that's being generous to myself. That's just my confidence of myself.
I believe that.
Manny, you're up.
Yep, Manny.
Yeah, we're going around the table.
Why the fuck am I up?
We're talking about Riz.
Oh no, I have the
Percentage of
lowest
Riz.
Riz. This isn't a.
You got
So
a
what-
girl.
You got a girl. So what's your Riz?
How did you get her? How?
I got her because I was an asshole.
Because you were an
Because I was an
Bro,
asshole.
that's 100% Riz. If you're
She-
an
no,
asshole to a girl,
The reason why she was attracted to me.
That's playground rules right there.
Because I
that's
didn't.
Andrew Tate rules.
It's because I
right
didn't give a fuck. And I would like enter any like voice call, any conversation saying "fuck you, asshole," go suck on a cock. Like I would shit talk everybody, and then she was attracted to them.
Okay.
I just want to say, I think I have like
Less
These-
than
maybe
W-
5%.
Less than
W
10% is pretty bad.
it's bad. People thought I was a misogynist because my Riz was so bad.
Oh my god. Okay, well I'm making Kyler go last because I don't want to go last because I don't want to seem cocky.
Oh,
You think I'm gonna
what
be the cocky
fuck?
one?
No, I think I'm gonna be the cocky one.
So you're going now?
Yeah, and I'll back up with stories.
What's your percentage of rizz?
Yeah, it's. Oh, you
Dude,
guys.
statistically, I'm going 80.
80.
I believe it.
No, I'm
80
going
is
80.
high.
Right now, you have 80% Riz.
80.
So 100% Riz, that means like you get every girl on your dick.
No, I'm going 80. And I'll back it up. I mean, the other night, even like less than a week ago, went out to the bars.
Do you know this, Skyler? You know this story?
I don't think he does. Maybe he does. I can't remember. But I went out with a couple of friends, and we went downtown here. And the friend that I was with, one, I'm saying 80 because it's both guys and girls. Thank you very much. So one of the guys that was one of her like best friends that I was with, he was like asking about me, like, who is that? Like, what is he? You know, like asking about my sexuality, asking about who I was with, where I was, stuff like that. And she was like, no, he's got a girlfriend. Like, shut up. And the girls she was with were also asking about me. 4 different girls, 4 in the group, all asking, you know, who is that? Who are you with? Like, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going 80. Look, and I got a hot girlfriend. 80.
We need a girlfriend here right now. Test this. We need the
we
girlfriend
can get
right
one
now.
up here.
We can get one right
I will get
now.
one up. I will get
We
one
need
up.
Morgan right now.
Do it.
Get her in here.
We need the receipts.
We need,
Go on.
we
Go ahead.
Pull up the receipts.
need evidence.
Look, I
All right, get in here and
Look,
get on a mic. Right
I didn't
now.
even talk to her first, so this is on the record.
All right, so
Okay.
we're ranking Riz right now.
We're ranking Riz. 1 is the complete worst. 100 is the complete best. What would you say my Riz is
on a
at?
percentage.
And
On a
I won't
percentage
tell you
Riz.
what I said first.
Out of 100,
Out of 100.
100%.
No way! There's
Whoa.
some bias. No, stay here, Morgan. Stay here, Morgan.
I just want to say he's not kidding though. Harry really does have the rizz.
He get guys and girls on his dick.
He really be rizzing me up sometimes.
It's the hair. It's probably the hair, huh?
Absolutely. I just want to say Harry's flow is going strong right now. Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
it's his
I
season,
was sitting in my room doing homework today, and bro came to pick me up. I looked down. I was like, his flow's going kind of hard right now.
Morgan, what about this Harrison dude that attracted?
No, it's literally unexplainable. Like we have there's
has
no
unspoken
actual
Riz.
reason. It's just completely unspoken.
Unspoken Riz.
But no one can
that's
out-Riz
impossible.
Harrison Hippie. There's no Riz better than Harrison Hippie.
Give Me the Keys podcast. Heard it here first. I wasn't being cocky and I wasn't lying, okay?
we need more people because this is straight. People are gonna think this is fake. You know,
They are gonna think this is
fake.
This is unscripted.
That's crazy.
Harry-
unscripted.
Harry's got the rizz.
I guess so. Yeah,
He really does.
Kyler.
I would just like to mention who bagged the Riz Master though. I
He
did.
bagged you. He bagged you. Or did you
I
ask
did.
him out? Did you ask him out when you guys first met? How did this situation about?
I'll let you explain. I'm gonna leave.
That's a
All right,
compli-
that's a wrap on Morgan.
All right. Okay, so obviously, those who didn't pick it up, that was my girlfriend. Am I really like disclosing like what happened and
Is it bad? Is it embarrassing?
no.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
can do that right now. Or we can.
Next time. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a good one. That's
Guess
a good
what?
Write that down, Andy.
All right,
We're gonna forget it.
Next podcast.
You're gonna have to wait till next time to see how we rizzed up our
Tune in next
girlfriends.
time.
So next,
Follow, make sure you make.
Kyler's gonna disclose his riz.
What a cop out.
I'm gonna have to go with a solid 67%.
That's oddly specific.
It
That's
is
a
odd.
D.
It is a D. Tell me about it. I got the D. Don't worry about me.
Mm.
Anywho. Anywho.
My girlfriend took my drink.
Yes, she did.
All right, so we got more liquor. Don't worry about it.
Hold on, Harry will be right back. Kyler's gonna disclose, and y'all better explain what he said.
No, we got the Svedka, we got the pre-mixed margaritas.
Harry ain't like that.
Fucking welcome, by the way.
He needs his drink.
Harry needs
Those really need ice.
They do.
Those absolutely.
The pre-mixed margs would be a lot.
cups of ice.
I need a drink too.
I'll fucking chug that straight from the
The
bottle.
pre-mixed margs need to be blended. They deserve to be blended.
But please continue, Kyler. We're on Kyler now. Kyler, you got a girlfriend now
I do.
for X amount of years.
Yeah.
We need to know how you rizz, even before your partner now. 'Cause Kyler has the sharp jawline. He has the hair. He has the glasses. He looks like a hot Harry Potter.
So I think realistically we're gonna have to go in between.
In between, so 50%.
67% is my rizz, but if you want to hear about it, we gotta go between me and my girlfriend's time together. So we've been together a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a period of time where we were not together. During that time, the rizz was pretty low. I would say I'm gonna have to average out at about a 67%. So the reason I'm gonna go with the 67 is because I could rizz it up, but I never was able to pull through. Like
That's the hard part, and that's
the hard part is following through. And I never had the gut to just fucking pull through. I could sit there and flirt all day long. I could do whatever, but I could never follow through. So here,
Give us some examples right now.
so I've been in a lot of situations where it was right in front of me, man. Right there. But I never was able to go all the way through with it. Something would stop me from pulling through, from getting that 100% rizz, if you know what I'm saying, okay? And that's just why I gotta go with a 67%, is because I could get it all the way up.
You're halfway there. You're always halfway there.
More than halfway.
More than halfway.
67% of the way there. I had a hard time getting 100% of the way.
Too close.
I couldn't close. I'm not a closer. I've never been a closer.
Yeah.
I can get you all the way up to the idea where you think you want to buy, but you never make the purchase, okay? You never make the purchase.
It's like, hey, you want to go back to my place and have sexual intercourse?
And then we just sit there and play gun game on Call of Duty all night. we just fucking smoke some weed in a parking lot all night.
Smoking weed. What was that?
What? Go ahead, Annie.
That was a turn on for
Go
that
ahead.
game?
Gun game. That's fire.
I love gun game.
Gun game's fire.
I love gun game.
That was a Black Ops 1 gun game.
Black Ops 2 gun game over
That's
here.
fire too.
Dude, just knife it.
4 gun game?
Oh, Black Ops 4. That's
Black Ops
Fucking
1
game.
and
I was
2 were
gonna
kind of
say,
fire.
Black Ops 4 doesn't have gun game.
because all they had was the multiplayer, and they had the cheap ass Warzone game mode.
New
Black
COD games.
Ops 4 doesn't have Warzone.
New COD games are.
I had
Apparently,
to buy the Royale.
Cold War was a Black Ops game.
Yeah.
Where was the naming? Are you good?
That was vodka. I didn't mix it.
Well, what was it in there?
Vodka.
Thank you, Andy.
Just straight up vodka.
No. And cranberry raspberry juice.
We were talking about Kyler's rizz, and he said a solid 67%.
Okay, I heard that.
So he can get there. He can get you wet. He can get you wet. A little bit of wet in your vagina,
But he doesn't know where the hole is.
close. He couldn't close, and that's the hard part. Because imagine just going, "Hey, want to have sex at my place?"
And that's why you punch him in the kidney.
So Kyler,
I've never been a closer.
So Kyler, you know about punching kidneys. So what's that about?
Listen, I know y'all never heard of this before, and this might be new to most of you. But if you're ever having trouble getting there, have your partner punch you in the kidney, and it'll be an instant white Christmas.
I didn't see your white Christmas when I just punched you there.
That's because you didn't hit me hard enough, you pussy.
Whoa, what the? Whoa, what's coming out of your pants,
That was
bro?
way too
Whoa, that was a lot of moisture.
What did I say? I said instant, okay? Not like 10 seconds later, instant.
So you're in there, and she just like, she takes it and just punches you
Just with
the right hook.
Well, motherfucking wrap around, okay? Let me tell you about it.
I'm gonna do a wrap around.
Right, what's the wraparound?
A wrap around.
Dude, I want to fight someone, dude. Just like,
Me
just
too,
real life.
bro.
Just real life. Just a mano. So here's my life goal. A bar fight, right? But the guy has to be my size.
Bar fight.
All right, no
That's
friends.
kinda little though.
Andy, you trying to
Realistic, because I can't fight a guy bigger than me. You know, I have to find a guy that's my size. He wears glasses. Short reach.
So like your twin.
My twin. and no friends, right? No weapons. Just a mano fight. It's a man dance, right?
A man.
That's what we call fighting in the streets. You know what they say
Listen,
about the streets?
So what you know
Streets
about
always
hand-to-hand combat? What they teach you?
Teach me. They teach me to breathe like that. That's all.
it. That's it? Just to breathe
Just
on
to
the
breathe.
punch?
Just breathe on the punch. That's it.
Do you know why you breathe on the punch?
Fucking. You
doesn't
get
know.
tired or some shit. I don't fucking know.
He has
Every
no
boxer
clue.
does.
He doesn't
it.
know what the fuck.
Floyd Mayweather does it. If Floyd Mayweather does it, I'm gonna do it.
Harrison and I go to the bar and we just beg to get in a fight together.
No shit, for real.
No, like so my girlfriend's ex, toxic motherfucker, and he still lives here. So I'm like, if I ever see that bitch is on site, and I'm so excited one day.
Call me.
On site. It'll
Call
I'll fight.
him right
I wish
now.
No.
Dude, I'll pack
I wanna
the
get
guy
in a
fucking
fight.
in,
No,
dude.
because sometimes not even like to go to like that extreme. Sometimes we'll just like walk into the bar and be like, "What if we get in a fight tonight?"
Yo,
We'll even like talk about picking. We've never done it, but we'll talk about picking a fight just to get.
that's every man's thought. It is mine,
Bro, it's
like-
that testosterone
It's
and
that-
aggression.
bro.
It's like, fuck you, bro.
I saw this TikTok where it's like, bro, night vision goggles. Bro, I want to be in a fight so bad. I want to win a fight. That's my goal in life.
Dude,
to
no,
win a fight.
I'd even be down to lose a fight. Something about
Just lose a fight.
either beating the shit out of someone or getting the
It's
shit.
the thrill. It's the adrenaline you get, because like, back in our days, before soccer,
Caveman.
before caveman, right? It's the survival of the fittest, all you got is your hands.
I can't lie. I would honestly, I would love to beat the shit out of someone, but secondly, I would love to get the shit beat out of me.
It's a thrill.
Okay, so there's just something about it. Like either way it goes, I'm gonna be happy.
I would love to be an MMA fighter. That'd be sick. I don't care if I have like a 0 and like 10 record. Just to feel the thrill, of a fight. Someone who wants to kill me. That would be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Manny, you and I are gonna throw it down, bro. I got good ground game. I got good stand up. I have a great overhand right. We're gonna go.
I'm 100% down.
All right, so
I'm
we're gonna fight. You hear it here first. I have a good
100%.
overhand right.
And
It's going to sleep.
paused.
What I'm
Andy
hearing-
Mayer fighting.
What I'm hearing is Brotherhood Boxing next episode.
Oh,
Oh,
Down
shit.
for the count.
100%.
Oh shit.
He's gonna go sleep. He's gonna do the fucking like pose, just like knocked out, like snoring. I got him good, bro. I have power in this right hand of mine, bro. I can't
That's
wait
your
to unleash
masturbating
it.
hand,
That's
isn't
my
it?
masturbating hand. There's so much power. There's so much Lisa Ann, fucking Riley Reed, fucking Skylar Vox. They're all in this hand, right here.
You picked such mainstream porn stars. That's all I have to say.
Okay, Kyler. What's the less mainstream porn stars? Come on. Now that you expose yourself, come on.
I don't even know. Is Ryan Rhodes a mainstream?
Who's Ryan Rhodes? Exactly.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
There you go. I gave you one.
I know. I'm gonna have to think about it for a sec now because I can't even figure it out.
All I know is that I have a strong right hand. That's all I know. From all the masturbation.
I was gonna say
24 years of masturbation in this right hand. It's going right to someone's chin. It's going to make someone go to sleep. Right in the shadow realm.
In the shadow realm.
Yeah.
You really gotta mix it up between hands, though.
Oh, yeah. The left hand, it never gets any action.
It doesn't do it justice, but you really gotta throw it in rotation.
It draws people off, you know? Just like, right, left hand. And it's the power hand. Right hand person.
Well, me too, but you still gotta switch it up.
Finger nobody.
Yeah, I don't do it with the left hand.
Learn to
Andy.
use both.
Are you a munch?
Ask my girlfriend. No, I don't think she's.
You don't think she what?
I don't think she cheats on me much. I don't know much.
I feel like this podcast is falling right off the deep end right now.
Yeah, we're turning into the last episode right now.
We're getting canceled here.
Manny, what about you?
Tell me what?
Are you a munch?
Are you a munch?
Manny, can you do the gritty?
Buddy, I see the red in your beard.
What is the? I forgot what the gritty was.
That's not true. You know what the gritty is.
Manny, can you get sturdy for us?
I know Andy can get sturdy. I've seen him do it.
Throwing it back at work.
I can't.
He does.
Oh, yo.
Here he goes.
Hey,
Here
yo.
he goes. Here he. Ah!
Hey, yo.
That is awful.
Brother has skull crushing thighs.
That was me getting sturdy.
Let you crush my skull with your thighs.
Psst, check it out on our Patreon.
I think we're falling off the deep end here.
Falling out the fucking topics to talk about.
I think we're.
I think
To get back on
falling.
I think we burned through them pretty fucking quick.
Oh my God. I mean, food now versus food as a kid. AI.
AI/TikTok.
TikTok. That could be different.
ASMR with food.
ASMR with food. Sleepovers.
I want to talk about star signs.
What about source signs?
I want to talk about AI.
Let's talk about AI.
All right, what about AI you want?
Go ahead, Kyler.
It's actually not AI I want to talk about. It's about that 21-year-old kid who was leaking government documents a couple months ago. Yeah. So so I'm not sure if you guys remember a couple months ago, around the first of the year, they were worried that TikTok had Chinese or Russian spyware in it that was leaking classified government documents. Come to find out, in the last couple of weeks to months, they found out it was a 21-year-old kid who was on a Minecraft Discord server leaking classified government documents, which I think is fucking crazy that they even gave this kid. Are you guys curious what the Discord server was called?
What's this Discord server?
The Discord server was called Thug Shaker Central.
Thug Shaker Central. You hear it here first.
I think I'm a mod on that server, actually.
Man, he's a
So Thug Shaker Central is actually known to be a very openly racist,
Definitely a mod on that server.
very openly racist server. And so this 21-year-old kid was in this Discord server, and he was like, "Hey guys, I've got classified government intel." And the government was able to recover some of these chat logs. And so after he said this, the first response to him was, "Shut up, cuck." And bro started leaking these classified government documents because of his job title within the National Guard Reserves.
He was in the reserves.
He was in the reserves, and they gave him like top clearance to classified documents. And so he was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm gonna leak these." And so right now they're working on his trial, and he's been arrested and everything. But he's awaiting trial right now to figure out what his consequences are going to be. And for the longest time, I gotta say, I really wanted to believe that this 21-year-old idiot was doing this on purpose and he wanted to tear down the government. But it turns out he was doing it just for the memes, which I think is absolutely insane.
Joining the military is like signing an NDA. You can't be talking about all that operations and shit. Like
the one who did it.
Yeah, it's like being a girl dating Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't be talking about that shit. So I just find that pretty fucking funny. For the memes, for the jokes, for the Vine.
For the memes, he compromised national security.
His whole life, his whole career, just down the drain.
Absolutely it was. Gotta figure out this fucking microphone stand. Yeah, and so I just have a hard time believing that like he really just was so dumb that he was like, I'm gonna release government intel. And back in December, supposedly his superiors gave him a cease and desist. I also read somewhere else that they just told him to stop looking into government secrets rather than issuing an actual cease and desist. So I'm not exactly sure what to believe. But the more that I learn about it, the more that I think that maybe he really was just an idiot. Yeah. And decided he was going to leak these.
He was a Gen Zer for sure.
No doubt. When he was arrested, he was wearing gym shorts and tall black Nike socks, if that says anything about him. Andy's shot that's overflowing, Andy. That's all you,
poured himself a shot.
Birthday. It's Andy's birthday.
Happy birthday, Andy. Happy 24. Take the shot, mister. I'm going to black out tonight.
It is Andy's birthday.
For the listeners, right now, when we're recording this podcast, it is Monday, June 26th. June 26th. Harrison's birthday was June 18th. Mine was June 8th.
Andy,
so, let's do the math here. Pour this fucker a shot.
I'm drunker than you right now. You're taking that fucking shot, ho.
Andy, it's for you, buddy. We went out to dinner tonight for your birthday. We came here and we recorded this podcast because we wanted to, but also for your birthday. Take that motherfucking shot.
Well,
half of it already poured out anyways.
You already spilled most of it. Bro's licking the table right now.
I'm not looking at the table right now. Disgusting. This is my chase.
I'm going to make some bomb snacks, so give me a second.
Not me.
All right. Well,
why didn't you drink?
Well, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Andy. Big 24, big dog.
LeBron numbers.
LeBron number. What's your free throw percentage?
It's 53%.
53%.
Halfway.
Just a little over 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, against like 5 other people, they can't get. I got a good fucking skyhook. They can't get past me.
Okay.
Standing at 5'6", it's pretty easy.
What about threes? What can you throw for a 3?
My percentage for 3, I'm gonna give it honest. It's gonna be a 46%. So almost halfway. I'm getting there. I'm just going to the gym every day, trying to work on it. It's hard being me. Being 5'6". You got to work harder than the 5'6" people. And I got that immigrant mentality. As an Asian person, you got to work harder.
Bro, gotta work hard. Yeah,
you gotta work harder than most. And it's something it's something they least expect.
Yeah, they never expect the little Asian kid to fucking hit a 53%.
Yeah. I'm considered an all-pro in the NBA. Like, I know what that is. I don't watch the NBA.
Bro never shot.
You know who's a good center?
Never shot.
Shaq.
Shaq is a beast.
Shaq is a beast.
So you could get those.
He's just a great human being overall.
You see all those commercials he's in? He's the GOAT commercials.
Did you guys ever watch the episode of Treehouse Masters where they built him a treehouse? I saw a video the other day where they made him a pocket knife just for him, and that shit weighed 20 pounds, and it was bigger than like a normal person's hand.
And he just free-handed that shit. Just
Absolutely.
Because his hands are so fucking big. Michael Jordan is an asshole. I would play basketball with the guy, but like I wouldn't have dinner with the guy.
How do you guys feel about Magic Johnson?
What about my Magic Johnson? He's a great passer, a great center. But what about
that was all I had. Listen,
when
I was in the Boy Scouts, we had a dessert named after Magic Johnson.
What was it called?
Magic Johnson.
Creative.
What flavor was this ice cream?
What was it?
So it wasn't an ice cream. It was a cobbler. It was
the Magic Johnson cobbler.
It was a dark chocolate cherry cobbler.
Of course.
And I don't know how it got the name Magic Johnson. Swear to God, I don't know. I have no idea.
He's black. Well, yeah, he's chocolate. Yeah.
No, but the reason we called it Magic Johnson is because one of the Scoutmasters spilled charcoal into it, and so it was crunchy.
Oh my God, that's
like, so you make, when you're at camp, you make cobbler in a Dutch oven.
I don't know that experience, but go ahead.
Some of the Dutch ovens have a rounded top where everything can fall off the lid. Other ones have a lip. The one we were using at the time did not have a lip, and so when you lift the lid off, all of the charcoal falls down into whatever you're cooking. And for whatever reason, some of the other scouts started calling it a Magic Johnson cobbler. Couldn't tell you anything about that.
Well, what's the snack?
What's this?
Oh,
Put
yeah,
on the
you're
mic.
going to snack. Oh. What were you going to put?
So I've been missing because I'm about to put something in the oven as a snack. It's gonna be their mozzarella bites.
Mozzarella bites?
Mozzarella bites. You'll find out when you eat them. But I'm still down to play Jackbox.
What month are you guys born in?
So I was born in September. I was born at the end of September, which makes me a Libra.
So what is a Libra? What is like that?
I gotta be honest
What
with
is
you.
that meme?
I think so. I don't know a whole lot about like astrology or anything like that, but I think being a Libra makes me a very fair and balanced individual.
Pull up your co-star right
All
now.
right.
Pull up the co-star right now.
I got you. So this is Harry. I was born in June, and that makes me a Gemini. I was born mid-June, 18th. So I'm a Gemini. And let's see. Let's look at my... Fuck, I don't even know. I'll look at my... 4 or 5 things.
Can we talk about like what it says?
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
For today?
Go ahead. For today.
For today.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
today.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Like the quote it tells
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Well, should we say the quote first?
Well, we are
Tell
first,
me what
then
you are, Harrison. Tell me
for
what you
today.
are.
What do you
Right.
mean?
What's your month?
So June, Gemini.
What is Gemini?
Gemini are the twins.
What the fuck is
The star sign, the astrological sign, they're shown as twins.
that? Tells me nothing. What does that mean? Like in terms of like personality?
People don't trust you.
Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, a lot of people frown on Geminis. Okay, and it's two
Facts.
things. So
Geminis and Scorpios are like the bottom.
right, but
Bottom
they're
tier.
but there are also women Geminis and men Geminis and men Scorpios and women Scorpios. Women Geminis are much higher on the list. Often, which from what I've heard, men Geminis are like low tier bottom, which is interesting to me. And then men Scorpios are like low tier bottom, and women Scorpios are a little higher. But I'll tell you my quote for the day, and I don't know if it's the same as everyone else's. My quote says, "Allow yourself to take a risk." That's my quote for today.
What's a risk for you?
A risk.
What's a risk?
Oh, are we okay, are we talking like bucket list risk or like what it's a risk in my mind?
In your mind, in your everyday risk something for something. What's a risk?
Okay, I'm gonna go a little deep, but like my risk is like trusting someone. It takes a lot for me to trust someone, for sure. Like with what I'm feeling, like what I know. Definitely.
Like that.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I mean, and then it's weird. CoStar is odd. So like you
CoStar sometimes it's like so
oh
far off. It's
absolutely freaking
why do I have this app? It's
so like it's weird. So you have your sun, you have your moon, and you have your rising. So I'll go through that. So my sun is obviously Gemini. My moon is a Libra. And then my rising is a Scorpio, which is an interesting mix. So like, let's see. If I look at my chart, since my sun is in Gemini, which this will be the same for Andy and I in the CoStar, it determines your ego, identity, and your role.
What does?
Your sun. So your sun determines your identity, ego, and your role. It's the core of who you are and the sign you're most likely to already know. So since my sun is in Gemini, it means I'm fundamentally dynamic, quick-witted, eclectic, sorry, big word, and curious. So basically it says I'm fascinated by everything. My childlike energy is often scattered in a million directions, and on a social level, I may come off as gossipy or flaky, which comes with, when you look at Gemini, you come as like two-faced, so that's kind of where that comes from, gossipy or flaky.
Yeah, everyone shits on the Gemini.
Sure,
that's
fuck
where
you.
it comes from, being two-faced.
So now my moon is in Libra, and I don't know if anyone else has a moon in Libra. Yeah. So my moon's Libra, which means the moon, so this is for everyone. The moon rules your emotions, your moods, and your feelings. So this is likely the sign you most think of yourself as, since it reflects your personality when you're alone or deeply comfortable. So since my moon is in Libra, my emotional self is balanced, harmonious. I see both sides of every situation. I'm also indecisive, relationship-oriented, and desperate to please. And so I can be a little self-obsessed, but I tend to hide my feelings and needs, which I would say is completely on point.
I think only Kyler can speak on that.
I was going to say, as someone who's very close to you, that is incredibly accurate as to your personality. I just feel like you are always very like conscious of how you're feeling, but at the same time incredibly indecisive. Like you don't really care what happens, but you have a preference, which I think is incredibly interesting.
For sure. Like I don't know. For me, like I always do have a preference of what's going on, but in the end, you know, like I'm very little self-obsessed, so like I hide what I feel and what I need to try and balance those of what are around me, so that I want them to be more comfortable than what I am. And then my ascendant is in Scorpio, so I don't know if anyone else has a Scorpio ascendant. Moon. Oh yeah, so that's
Ascendant
different.
is Virgo for me.
Okay.
Go for Virgo.
So the ascendant is the mask you present to people. So basically it can be seen in your personal
Mandy's
style.
laughing at his own stupid ass joke. Call me a virgin. But please go ahead. Still laughing.
Anyway. So
It's pretty funny.
the ascendant, I'll speak for all. Your ascendant is the mask and you're present to the people. So like it's what you mask to people. It can be seen in your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older, which may be true. And something interesting is that it changes every 2 hours, which I didn't really know. So if it doesn't make sense, reconfirm your birth time. So like if you don't have your birth time on what we're referring to, then it'll change. Probably.
This kind of shit is like
Morgan be like, I'm listening.
All our female viewers like, oh my god, that's
Female
me too.
viewers are tuned in, and
If we
male
ever have
viewers are
female
like,
viewers.
fuck no.
the podcast is already over. The episode is gone.
Well, okay, I was just describing what it means
I
so
know,
that
right?
we can describe what we are. That's all. So like you don't have to read the blurb, you just have to read what you
Just
are.
explain what each blurb is, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
go ahead.
the ascendant is your mask. So for me, I'm a Scorpio. So I come across as passionate, incisive, cunning, strategic, and perceptive. Sorry. So my intense and tenacious drive comes off as intimidating and powerful, if not malicious or aggressive, which is interesting. Because your rising is the mask you present, which is weird because I don't feel like I'm aggressive or like malicious.
That's not you.
Am I aggressive or malicious? I feel like I'm not. Quit laughing.
Aggressive in what way?
Like malicious, like bad, like badly aggressive and
That's
malicious.
not you.
At least not to us.
I feel like even when you're frustrated or angry, you really don't come off as malicious, but rather you try and hide your feelings to please everyone else.
Fair, which comes off as my Libra moon, which is
people
interesting.
pleaser?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's me too.
Absolutely, he is.
No, for sure. I would definitely say, I don't know. I would say I'm more of a people pleaser when it comes to like maintaining everyone's comfortability. Like I always constantly make sure that everyone is comfortable, and if I'm not, then I don't really care. I just want everyone else to be comfortable, because if everyone else is comfortable, then I'm comfortable. Yeah.
And when Harry's not comfortable, he's in his own world. For example, last night, we all left him.
Yo, what? At the bar?
No,
or
at my house. At my house.
Don't
we
keep
went,
referring to last night.
yeah, I don't know what happened
what
last
the-
night.
Yeah, I know,
Well, tell
I
us
know.
what happened last night.
Listen, we went out to the bar for a bit. We went to a couple different bars, and then we went home. We went to my house.
Why didn't you guys invite me? Or
Would you have come? And Manny, you can't even get in. Why you hating?
All right, go fuck yourself.
Why you hating?
Go fuck yourself.
I'm
It's
right
fake.
here, guys. Like,
So everyone,
Once it comes in, I'm down. It's any day of the week.
everyone smokes except for Harry, which is respectable, no doubt, respectable. So we all went out to the garage because we don't smoke in my house. That's not cool. Harry was by himself. By the time we came back in, Harry was in his own world, which is totally cool. You could tell he was a little unhappy, but he got over it pretty quick.
Hey, I wouldn't say I was unhappy. I mean, I came out to the garage for a little bit. I brought your cat. We were chilling, and I enjoyed the conversation, but as I'm not a smoker anymore, it's kind of odd. Like, the smell kind of disturbs me now. It makes me more anxious. So, like, after a little bit, once you guys started smoking, I took Milo back in and I wanted to leave. But I was just playing my game. And once you guys came back in, I was a part of the party again. It was no big deal.
That's true. And what you said about the smell of weed, bro, I hate hotboxing. Once I get high, I don't want
it's
to
very
breathe.
immature to do.
I don't want to breathe that shit in anymore. Like, I don't want to sit there and breathe in.
That's very baby smoker of
Jane.
you
You're
to
like
do.
claustrophobic in your own smoke. It's weird.
You need
It
your own
does-
space.
it
You
does make
need
me
your own
feel good.
headspace.
So a lot of times if I'm going to go smoke, it's got to be in open air or I got to leave the vicinity, because if you guys are trying to like have a blunt rotation and I'm not about it, I cannot sit there in that environment and just like breathe that shit in.
Especially with wax. Fucking Christ.
See, and
dude.
wax doesn't bother me as much as just bud.
Does really?
Flour to me is so much worse to sit there and breathe in than it is to like breathe in wax.
See, yeah, no, like flour is more potent versus wax. Like if you're smoking it, it hits a lot deeper if you're the person smoking it.
Well, and the smell of wax just goes away so much faster.
It does.
Too.
It
Like
does.
it dissipates through the air.
Right, no, exactly. So like smoking wax, you can't really smell it after like a couple seconds. It more or less hits the person that is smoking
It
it
hits deeper.
versus who's sitting around. But like bud hits a lot deeper versus with the smell.
You may catch a whiff of the wax, but because it's a vapor, it just like dissipates through the air so much faster than the actual smoke from smoking weed is.
Yeah. All right, so who wants to talk next about their signs? I classified what is what, but who wants to talk about who they are and how it presents themselves?
All right, so right now, according to CoStar, so it's pretty much the same thing as Harrison. So I'm a Gemini, born on June 8th. My moon is in Aries, so I tend to be independent, energetic, enthusiastic in front of people, and I have a tendency to feel inadequate and overcompensate just because failure is a possibility.
I want to say that this entire
I haven't slaughtered my words.
For once, we actually pre-gamed before the podcast, so we were drunk before we even got started. I'm ready for bed.
Harrison slurred.
I have a whole drink left to finish.
All have a lot of drinks to finish. We're not done.
I have like a half left.
You're finishing this.
To the fuck you are? That's your drink.
No,
Don't
that's
hand me that
yours.
shit.
Drink
That was
it.
your
No,
drink,
I don't
Manny.
even
That
know what's
tastes
in
That
there.
was
pretty
your
fucking
drink,
good.
Manny.
For all I know, you roofied that shit.
Yeah. What are you
Would that
trying
be
to
an
do,
issue?
Manny? What are you trying to do?
It tastes kind of fun. Drink it.
I'll try a sip. It says stop and smell the rosé.
The glass.
Plastic.
That tastes like
Plastic
shit.
looks kind of
No, really?
What the fuck is even in that?
strawberry.
It tastes fire. Drink it, Andy.
I already have my own mix.
Manny,
No, I drink
Manny's
it.
trying to roofie all of us
Yeah,
Is that a
Manny-
problem?
Manny's trying to touch us.
inappropriately.
Manny has no
I thought you had
rizz.
zero
You had no
rizz.
rizz, Manny.
If I recall, can we rewind here real quick? I have zero rizz.
Manny has school shooter rizz, which is bad rizz.
Negatory.
Sometimes negative rizz.
Unironically,
helps
it
you.
works, but with you,
Ironically.
Manny-
Sometimes it works.
Ironically, it works. Not unironically. It works ironically. And only if
But wouldn't
that's
that
what
be
you're going.
ironically?
That's what makes it ironically. Because you're trying too hard, which bounces you to
Well,
zero.
I'm trying to be the
which-
opposite, which makes it work.
Now I'm just confused.
All right, Andy, go ahead with your with your sign.
So basically, I'm looking at my co-star right now. So right now, my ascendant is Virgo, which means that shut up, Manny. So my ascendant is Virgo, meaning that I come across as precise, diligent, peacemaking, and organized, which I
disagree.
am not. You may seem too attached to work, details, and pursuit of perfection, which sometimes make you seem a bit boring. Am I boring?
Okay.
As your boss, you are not detail oriented.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Okay.
That is fucked
Okay.
up.
Okay.
At
Okay.
least you're honest.
Okay.
Oh, so Kyler is my manager.
I don't see you as organized. I feel like you're not quite organized. I don't see you as organized, and I cannot remember what you said, so I really need to see that sheet.
For the organized jobs, I never see you there. But for the job,
Why is that so sexy?
I'm wearing a kimono
Why are
right
you
now,
pulling
boy.
that off? The bucket hat, the black tee, and the teal kimono. That's really doing it for me, Andy.
that works, dude.
It's working.
actually works.
It's working. Why you look like?
Oh, your girl there.
Why you look all high fashion right now? This is
That's my girl right now.
He's back in his culture.
My fuck boy culture.
red carpet type shit. Okay.
My D plus culture. Dude, I was born to be a Japanese.
Are kimonos Japanese? I didn't know. I wasn't sure. That was a real question.
you're
Laos.
I'm Laos and Laos.
Yeah, no, just Laos.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Which is
Well, both my parents are from Laos.
where?
It's in Southeast Asia, so that's right next to Thailand. That's next to Cambodia. That's next to Vietnam.
Oh, okay.
Both my parents are from Laos, and I'm pretty sure they were cousins.
Where were you?
Did they meet in Laos or did they meet in the States?
Where were you born?
I was born in Kansas. I was born in Children's Mercy, Kansas, Kansas City.
That's devastating.
Yeah, that was a bad origin story. Bad origin story.
Andy, what's your villain arc? Have you been through one yet?
When my girlfriend broke up with me.
That's tough. What happened?
Didn't communicate. Didn't communicate.
Communication is key.
In all relationships, communication is key.
Yep.
You're here first from Andy.
On the Give Me the Keys podcast.
Can I get like a...
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it. I can't take it back, but I admit the shit. That's it.
That was it. Oh man, I was waiting for the chorus, bro.
All I got's the verse written so
Man,
far. Let me know what you guys think because I'm gonna be at the Casey Improv Club on the 17th of July. So
be there right now.
Be there.
He's not gonna be there, guys.
You be there. I won't.
Bro, I see all these kids doing slam poetry, and I'm like, everyone's snapping, and I feel obligated to snap because other people are snapping.
Even if it's not good.
Even if it's not good.
Andy, we have yet to go to an improv show together, like we said.
I want to so bad, dude, because I just want to see how bad.
I just want to watch
are.
people bomb because to me,
That's funnier. That's funnier than being funny, than killing the room.
Absolutely, just bombing is so much funnier. Like if you're nervous, if you think you got jokes and you want to go up and do some fucking improv comedy, go do it.
Do it for the entertainment of other people.
Step up, because even if you're bad, it's still fucking fantastic.
It will make other people's nights.
Someone's gonna love it, and that someone is gonna be Andy and I. So you've got two someones right there.
I was actually thinking of doing jokes.
You wanna go up and do it?
Yeah. I told you guys many jokes before.
You have told us many jokes.
Many jokes before. They're not gonna go well.
But you know what? It's worth it.
The experience of going up there on a mic in a room full of people, full of drunk people.
Yeah, like I'll fucking laugh at anything. I've got a joke to tell. Andy, you got a joke to tell?
Okay.
I've got one if you need to like prepare for a second.
Okay, I got a joke where I told you this before, Kyler, but not to Manny. I have a joke where it's like a show like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, but except of like transforming this person for the better good. I was thinking like this white guy, just the regular white guy, he speaks in a Chinese accent. And he's like, "Oh, I talk very good now." And he's like white. And it's like, "Oh, Mr. Robinson. Oh, well, you know what? You're doing pretty good. The corner office is yours." It's like, "Oh my God, you do very good now." That was a joke. It's better in non-podcast form.
In not a podcast form, that would be hilarious.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is future Manny here. I just want to say that this is kind of weird because after that last sentence that Kyler said, there was 30 minutes of just random audio. I think we all got up and like went downstairs to the couch or something. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't remember what happened. I don't think any of the guys remember what happened. But I think we all like got out of the table, like got out of the room that we were in and started like doing something else. I think Harrison made some mozzarella stick things, mozzarella balls. I don't know what they're called, but I guess he made them and we all kind of fucked off. But sorry for the weird cut. There was like 30 minutes of absolute nothing, so I'm just gonna kind of skip to the outro. Okay, one more thing before we go. The outro is super choppy. I want to apologize for that. I don't know what the hell happened. I was way too drunk to try to fix it. We were all already too tired to keep focused in that recording room. We were ready to go and eat the food that Harrison made and play some Mario Kart and some Jackbox. But sorry for the choppy outro. Anyways, thanks for listening. If you have any requests for literally anything, you can email us at his business account but give me the key podcast gmail.com. Also on Spotify.
He keeps cutting in and out.
100%. I'm the one that manages it. Follow us on Spotify and YouTube. Thanks for listening. Shout out Kyler. Shout out Harris. Shout out Andy.
Fuck.